Good evening, Juanita Phillips with ABC News. It's become a drama of broken trust and betrayal. The battle between unions and their Labor Party brethren over power privatisation is intensifying. Just days before the debate takes centre stage at Labor's state conference, the unions have released an email and a letter from the Premier's office. They say it's proof that Morris Iemma has reneged on a promise he made before the election that privatisation was not on the agenda.
There's not much call for laughter around Sussex Street these days. Instead, the boss cockies from Labor headquarters and Trades Hall are locked in a dogfight with the government. The unions have swooped on evidence of a betrayal.
This government has no mandate from the people of New South Wales to proceed.
So it's really a matter of holding the government accountable to the promises that were made prior to the election.
Promises Ben Kruse says were made to him by the Premier in a letter received just days before the state election. In it, Morris Iemma states the privatisation of the state government-owned energy companies is not on our agenda. The Electrical Trades Union, led by the state ALP President Bernie Reardon, has also released an email from the Premier's office in March last year. It states there is no plan to privatise our electricity network. That includes the generators. It's still true, claims the Premier. He wasn't commenting today, but this is what he said yesterday.
There's also a lot of misinformation about that. We aren't selling any of our electricity infrastructure or assets.
The government says its plan for a 99-year lease on the state's generators does not amount to a sale.
There is no sell-off of the generating assets or the transmission assets, and that needs to be made very clear.
But it does want to sell off electricity retailers, where thousands of workers, mostly women, are employed. On top of all this strife, Morris Iemma has won the dubious distinction of receiving the lowest approval rating for a Premier of this state in the history of Newspoll. Just 28% of voters are satisfied with his performance. Those sorts of figures are bound to fuel continuing speculation about his leadership. Emma Griffiths, ABC News, Sydney.